That's
no, it wasn't. It was to say yes or no to go live. For some reason, it was the opposite, and I said no.
You panicked.
A little bit. Massive fraud. What's that?
Waiting for 3 dimes.
Oh. Don't worry, it's going. It's live.
All right, bring us in, Jay.
All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back finally on video, and we are 3 dimes. It's the opposite, and I said no. Chris, come on, stop now.
Okay.
So we've been away for almost a month.
I know.
We haven't
holidays, sickness, venereal disease. We've been out for 4 weeks.
It wasn't venereal. It has a V in it.
Venereal disease, you said?
Something like that. I don't know.
Did I mistype
I think you did.
venereal?
You said you couldn't come in because of all the yeast.
Oh my God. So what we are doing right now is I finally got us back live. I had a countdown ready to go. I was excited about it. I was ready for everyone just to be boom. You know, the music comes in, ends. We're ready to go. We're on live. This has been 2 months since we've been on live. And
this is a story of your life, Jay.
I know it is.
This is how everything works out for you.
But sometimes...
It's not entirely true.
But that's not... Okay, here's the thing. Okay, last year was the worst year of my life. I had all these problems happen. And then all of a sudden, I'm getting all these great news at the beginning of this year. I got invited to the Facebook Reel things, which gives me money. I got a scratch off. I won like $200 on it.
Who buys scratch offs?
I do. Why would you not?
Like often?
I mean, what do you call often?
I mean, that's the most white trash job you can have.
What do you call often? What's often to you?
More than once a year.
Yeah.
More than once a month.
I spent $350 in scratch offs for Tracy.
And won 200.
She won 375.
And mentally,
she won 370. She won 375. So she got that excitement for scratching them off, and she also won $200. It was a good present. I mean, it kept her busy for 3 hours, and she won $25.
All crosswords?
Oh no, I don't do those. Those are annoying.
What ones does she do? Just get a number and just
she likes
my number's higher. I win.
When it's Christmas time, she wants the Christmas scratch offs. So you got to get those, and those are hard to get unless you get them ahead of time.
Which I'm sure you did.
Yeah, of course. I had them in my car with the doors unlocked for months, so anyone could have went in there and scratched them and stole them. But again, I don't have automatic locks, so
nobody would be able to find them in your car.
True that.
You could put them anywhere and they'd be hidden forever.
Yeah, I hide everything. Yeah, I do.
You probably bought them last Christmas and just came across them.
Across them.
It's not out of the realm.
Okay, so now that we got some people watching, let's just discuss this really quick. I just wanted to announce that we are now 3 dimes. And Tony, shut up, stop laughing. I know I already did this before, but I just want to make sure you hear it again.
You couldn't resist.
I couldn't. We are 3 dimes. We do 2 podcasts. We do a Tuesday podcast and we do a Thursday podcast. Our Thursday podcast has some little special events. What do you call them?
Segments,
special events.
Segments. Thanks, Chris. I needed help there. Segments that we do on Thursdays. But what we do and what we're going to do is we're going to be live for the whole thing for 2 episodes. But if you want, if you don't want to listen to this whole thing we're going to be for 2 hours. Just listen to our podcast. And you can download our podcast from any source or podcast place you go.
Yeah.
Google, the Play Store, whatever. Is there a Play Store?
I think so.
You can download our podcast from Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Music. I don't know, invent a podcasting thing and it'll get sent there. We pay a service. We input all of our podcasts there, and this place sends it to every freaking place in the world.
I guess
we got listeners in Thailand, for goodness sake.
Ghost Finder says, say big chungas.
Big chungas?
Big chungas. So...
Who's Ghost? Nice to meet you, Ghost Finder. Nice to get you in the chat.
If you don't want to watch us live, just listen to the podcast. Again, leave us a rating and review if you like the show. If you don't, again, leave us a rating and review. I want to hear what the hell you didn't like. I just, say it. We did say it, Ghost Finder. So I think on this podcast, what we're going to do is I want to go into.
Tony's thrilled right now.
Thrilled
with your explanations.
Well, you know what? He wanted me to take it over.
No,
so
go for it, bro.
So I want to do is
you're doing great.
I want to reminisce a little bit. I want to reminisce in the last 2.5 years of podcasting that we have done. Oh my God! You can see my nuts.
Dick.
Now that is you can't hear that on audio. That's a live feed right there.
Jay's gonna reminisce.
Okay, reminisce. I want to reminisce on our favorite stories we had throughout our whole career. 3 dimes. We all have a story. At least I think. I mean, I do, and Tony does.
Well,
Chris is still thinking.
I would have actually gave this more thought had I known it was going to be forced. I thought we were going to organically bring this up.
I told you ahead of time. You said, "Yeah, it sounds great. Sounds fabulous. Let's do it."
So
I mean, it couldn't be. It could be. I
remember my first ever podcast with you guys. That was probably my favorite.
So that's your favorite, okay?
Over Zoom.
Let me hear what happened and how we got you.
I get a phone call.
Thanks.
Well, first off, these guys had a podcast. I'm like, hey, if you ever need anyone to sit in, let me know. And they're like, no, we're not doing guests. And I kind of left it at that. Commented on their podcast a few times, whatever. Then I get a call one day, kind of out of the blue. Hey, have you ever seen the movie Ford vs. Ferrari? I'm like, well, why? No, because we're doing a podcast in 6 minutes. You want to go live with us?
Yeah, Jay was like, our seat filler quit, and we need some way to have a third chair.
Our seat filler.
Yep. So I was like, no, I never seen it. And they're like, well, watch it tonight, and we'll do it tomorrow. So then we got on Zoom. Or Skype or whatever.
This is Corona
time.
Corona time. So that's two
I was
years.
so excited because it was like, ooh, get to talk to new people I haven't talked to because we've been sitting in our houses for 2 fucking weeks doing nothing. So I poured me a stiff couple drinks, got set up in the basement, and we had a podcast.
But was it something that first time you did it, you're like, hey, I'm set. I'm done.
Set.
I'm ready.
I need a bigger set of headphones, I said to myself.
I'm ready. Okay, let's see these headphones. Turn to the side. See this, guys? When we were talking about his headphones, it's almost the size of his head.
These are Milwaukee made. Costs.
Are they really Milwaukee made?
Oh, yeah. These are high quality.
It's Lyric. Hey, buddy, it's Lyric. It's my son. That's Ghost Finder.
Your kid? Yeah. Stink.
What's up, little buddy? Just don't repeat anything I say, okay?
That's what Facebook will get you. Your kids.
No, he's
watching.
on YouTube, I think. Yep, he's on YouTube. So, my story that I think I wouldn't say it was my favorite story because it was a tragedy in my life, but it made you guys laugh.
The cats?
No, that's a newer story. I'm talking about the older story.
Is this the one about where your pants fell down when you went to get an oil change?
Jesus, how many stories do I have?
You driving around with your pants down?
How many stories do I have?
I don't know. Is this the one where you crashed your car into the neighbor's driveway or whatever and then had to walk home and then pretended it wasn't your car?
That was at your grandpa's?
Damn, you guys got good memory. You
No. You're talking about the one where you got stabbed.
Come on, dude. Come on. Give me the one I'm really talking about. I am claustrophobic. Who isn't, right? I'm claustrophobic as hell.
Not
claustrophobic?
Claustrophobic.
What did I say?
I don't know.
Okay. Repeat that.
Omnipresal.
So I'm claustrophobic, and my worst nightmare, and I think this is speaks true with a lot of people, is to be stuck in an elevator. Okay. So at my apartment building years ago, I got stuck in our elevator. I had just my phone and the little, emergency button. You see that button when you go in elevators all the time, but you never push them, right? You never like. What would
No, I
happen
don't
if I
even know-
pushed one of those buttons?
I'm
What?
not pressing it.
Wait a minute. Back this story up. Is this your lobby elevator or your an apartment elevator?
Lobby elevator. You see that button right there? You see the save me button, the help wanted, it's just it's just the button you want to always push, but you don't. Cause
Yeah, the one my 3-year-old pushes in every elevator. I know the button.
So I pushed that button after 15 minutes because I know something's wrong. Because the elevator.
15 minutes.
Okay, fine. 15 seconds.
Exactly.
Because the elevator really made some crazy sounds. It was scary as shit. It went.
Which is weird because it had virtually no weight in it.
So I'm stuck there for 15 seconds. I hit that fucking alert button. It alerts. It calls right to, I think it was the ambulance.
Fire department.
Fire department. I think it was. Yeah. What's wrong? Give them the address. Tell them what's up. Okay, we'll send someone. All right, great. So 30 minutes go by. Nothing happens.
They already got you on a list from all the times you wake up and accidentally dial 911.
Oh, that is another story too, yeah. So 30 minutes go by, no one comes. So I called my wife. Thank God I had my phone. Called my wife and I said, get the management here. I am stuck in the elevator. I'm freaking out. There might be a spider in the corner. No, I'm terrified. So she calls up management. They bring a.
She just does one of these. Pete.
Pete.
I'm assuming that sounds like your building maintenance guy's name.
No, she's talking to the manager at our apartment. And she's like, you gotta hurry. He's claustrophobic. He doesn't know. He's freaking out. He's scared. And I mean, I think I'm pretty reserved here. I feel like I'm handling it pretty well. Like, I feel if I ever got in this situation, turn your phone off. If I got in this situation, I'd be freaking out more than I actually was or did. And I was fine. I had this one game I was playing on my phone. I was okay. But after an hour, I started really getting scared. No one's coming. I hear no noise. My wife finally comes to the elevator. She's knocking on all the levels because she doesn't know what level I'm stuck on.
Did you know what level you were on?
You know what? I think I was in between the first and the second level. So I was at the shit
Floor
spot.
1.5.
I was at a shit spot. And I finally got someone, the maintenance guy finally got there. He couldn't get the door or the thing to unlock the elevator to bring it up opened. Didn't work. So I'm still freaking out. It's been an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And firefighters did not come at all the whole time, mind you guys. Listen, did not come once. So thank you, firefighters. Could have died in that elevator.
To be fair, they are volunteers where you live. To be fair.
New Berlin.
No, I think they got a real fire department now.
No,
But
I don't believe so.
I was saved. I was securely saved by the maintenance man.
They were too busy hoisting the ladders up to get a cat out of a tree.
I was saved by the maintenance man. He opened the door, but I couldn't get out of the door, so I had to go up. I had to go through the ceiling.
Through the little scuttle hole.
And I can't even jump and touch the ceiling. So how the fuck am I going to get out of the elevator without even being able to touch the ceiling? They didn't have ladders.
Have to parkour.
But
The triple wall bounce jump thing?
that is what you said.
Wall jump?
You got to do the 3-corner shuffle.
No, there's no parkour here. The whole fucking elevator is stainless steel metal. So I would.
Well, I'm assuming you
slip
had
right
on
away.
driving Pumas for extra grip.
No, I did not. So
Only socks.
it's getting the mail. So the guy finally opens the hatch above me and he's like, "Take my hand. I can't reach your fucking hand. Get something. Give me a rope. Give me a ladder. Throw something down that I can grab and propel myself upward to get out of this tiny little hole." So I don't remember how I got out. I think I did actually jump on the railing on the sides of the elevator to grab his hand, and then he kind of lifted me up inside all the mechanics above the elevator, and then
Through the second floor door.
yeah, dude, it was I experienced once in a lifetime type of thing. Have you ever seen the inside of an elevator or above it?
I've been
Only
in
movies.
I've been in elevator shafts. I've never been.
You've been in an elevator shaft.
I've never
When?
been
hasn't?
stuck in an elevator before.
When have you been in a shaft?
I don't know. Fucking life, man. I'm 40. But my brother once was stuck in an elevator in Las Vegas. It was after a concert at the MGM Grand. And there was like way too many people in the elevator, like sardine tight. Like some people were probably levitating because it was crammed so tightly.
God.
Like people with their arms in the air to make less room. And they took the elevator to go down and it got stuck. And all of these people were stuck in there for like 45 minutes.
Oh my God.
My brother said people were screaming, crying, pissing on themselves. Everyone was super tight. It got super hot.
Now
My brother thought he was going to die the whole fucking thing, right? So like the time goes past. Eventually they get out of the elevator and he's with his friend. Literally, as they got off the elevator, his friend hit the button to go back up on the elevator again. Would you go back in an elevator
Fuck no.
seconds later?
Absolutely.
You know what?
So they went up to the next floor or whatever they were doing.
Once all them big ass Wisconsin broads got off it, I would easily go back on it.
My God.
I couldn't be stuck in an elevator. That would suck.
Wisconsin. So, what the funny part is, and Tony, I can't believe you didn't mention this. It was his
Easiest
joke.
day of that janitor's life. Easiest day.
He's not a fucking janitor.
Well, whatever.
He's a maintenance man. He's a maintenance man. So,
Sorry for disrespecting Pete.
Pete the
Pete,
janitor.
if you're listening, he doesn't mean that. You are not a janitor. You are higher.
You're a custodial engineer.
Yes, you have a higher authority than a janitor.
A purveyor of the custodial arts.
Although your fucking key did not work, even though a janitor's key usually works in every door. So that was my funny.
One of my most terrifying things that have ever happened to me
Okay, wait.
was in an elevator.
Stop it. No. Okay, now you have to tell your story.
I am right now.
It's not in an elevator.
No, I'm not telling the babysitter almost raping me thing. I got to be in the mood for that. You can't force that story. It has to come up organically. It has to be conversationally.
Did you
like
say
when you're telling me?
orgasm?
For those that you don't know,
Did you say orgasmly?
No, I didn't.
for those
Organically.
that don't know, you have to search through all of our episodes to find which one it is. Because I forget what it's named, but Tony told the story about.
One day we'll just be talking, and Chris will talk about the time he got molested by his babysitter, and I'll be like, "That reminds me of the time my babysitter tried molesting me."
We have a lot of molestation stories. Apparently,
Enough.
I've blacked them out even in my adulthood. I think.
So, when I was in my early 20s, we were there was a new condo complex being built in Milwaukee. It was a big one, 40-something stories. It was a huge building. And I am deathly afraid of heights. And
How definitely? Like what? 10 feet? It scares you?
I won't go on a garage roof.
Okay, so what is that? Like 20 feet?
That's like
A garage roof.
It's like
you got to
8
remember
feet at the end.
from Jay's perspective,
From
it's
Jay's
like 20 feet.
perspective, it looks like 20 feet, but it's 8 feet. And I don't. So I'll go in a tree stand while I'm hunting as long as it's not over 10 feet and I'm strapped completely to a tree. But at this building, so they have the building built, the elevator shafts in,
No.
but the elevator's not like functional yet. So they put a temporary elevator on the outside of the building. And it was 6 foot wide by 10 foot long steel cage.
Like cargo style elevator.
Yeah. The elevator guy called it a donkey. Whatever the fuck that means. I don't know. but we had to take the donkey up, and an elevator operator sat on
What's
a folding
the mule? Yeah, the mule.
sat on a folding chair in the donkey all day and took you up and down. And on every floor they had a walkie-talkie, and when you needed a ride, you donkey operator 10th floor.
Yeah.
They'd come get you, bring you down. And he would have this folding chair on it, and the bottom wasn't solid. It was mesh. And like one chair, his folding chair would be through that mesh on the bottom. And I was the apprentice on the job. So I had to do all the shit work, and I had to bring all the installers
Up and
their
down.
material. So all day long, I would have to ride this thing, bringing up boxes of hardwood flooring, bringing up rolls of carpet. So not only am I riding in this thing that's completely terrifying,
You're doing it at heavy weight.
and now I'm like trying, they want 20 boxes of wood flooring up, and I'm looking at the weight on these boxes going, well, you're getting 5. And I'm taking another trip, and I'm bringing you 5 more, and that's how we're doing this. And it was the most terrifying job I've ever been on, and I was on that job for months and months. I never got over my fear of heights.
It's
I'd get by the time I would get to the top, I would be pouring sweat. My hands would be sweaty.
as soon as just not look down, and you don't even know you're up.
As soon as he opened a little temporary, as soon as he opened a temporary little gate, like I dove into the building, and I had to do this hundreds of times a week.
Like your dog trying to get out the door to go to the bathroom. As soon as there's light of the door, its little nose is fucking jittering through there.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me about that shit, dude.
Oh yeah, you still got cats in your bathroom?
Yeah, you still got cats in our bathroom.
Seriously?
Yeah,
It's been like a month.
Longer than that.
Did you get them cats their own apartment yet?
They got their own wing. They both have their own bathrooms. We have 3 bathrooms in the house. There's 2 used by cats always. And every time you go into the bathroom, you have to open the door very slowly and hold your hand there. Otherwise, they fucking jet right out.
Well, they're dying for human
How much
attention.
longer do they have to? All right, I don't even want to go on this.
I don't want to go in either.
How
'cause
much
it's
longer do
fucking
they have to
depressing.
live in the bathroom for?
I'm going to tell you this, though. What I did was, because you have to vacuum your house daily for this fungi.
You just got
To
one of
kill
the
it.
Roombas.
What? How do you know?
Because that's
my
what
life.
you think. Yeah, because I know you, Jay. You're not gonna fucking vacuum it. I'll just buy one of these fucking little things.
I guarantee
Contributing to the
it's
life
just-
of a family,
all
and
it-
I'm buying something that
all
does
it
shit
does-
without me having to do anything.
All it does is get stuck underneath this kitchen countertop fucking lip, the kick lip.
I'll tell you
the
what.
counter.
I guarantee you, this was a double purpose. You bought it because you were sick of vacuuming, and you wrapped it up for your wife for Christmas.
First off, I don't really vacuum ever. Secondly, I did it because I was contributing to the home cleanliness of our environment.
Did you get the fancy one that goes up and down the stairs?
They don't have one that does that. Trust me, I looked.
My dad's got one on every floor of his house.
Yeah.
Basement, first
I would do
floor,
that too.
And upstairs.
I would do that too.
And it's memorized this whole thing. He's got an app and like tells it where to go and shit. It's
I would
pretty
do that
wild.
too. Okay, so when you first buy a Roomba, I don't know if you guys know this. Do you own a Roomba? Either
I
one
tried
of you?
to buy one, but the rug I had was dark colored, and the Roomba thought that was the edge. And then it was like, why the fuck do I have this thing? It couldn't get over any of the
Your awesome transitions.
transitions in the house. Yeah.
Your transitions
You had-
that are like
you-
half-inch down.
You had
Yeah.
to build it a ramp.
Yeah. It did not like the extra high fabricated lips. You got, you fucking, how you keep your kid in smaller shoes, man. You just keep putting those around the house.
It has the Dukes of Hazzard its way up.
All right, so in my house, I've ripped the main living areas down to the hardwood floors. Nice hardwood floors, decent hardwood floors, whatever. So then the kitchen, though, the kitchen has had layer and layer and layer of things put upon it. And it's now like a good 3/4 of an inch higher than.
Oh my God.
And so I have these wood. What are the transition
Thresholds.
Thresholds. That's the word I
Yeah.
was looking for. The wood thresholds in there, and I fabricated them up real good to have a nice big fucking root on them.
I call them
rooter.
ramps. I call them ramps. But
So yeah, I tried to get one. I had to fucking return the thing.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You get a Roomba. You get the first thing you get to do is name it. Okay, and how cool is that? Okay, so the first thing I did was I started the program to get it ready.
Have you introduced this thing to the cats?
Well, I'm kind of because they're in the
Yeah,
bathrooms.
they're gonna love this thing.
I know, but
You had to put a Roomba door on all your bathrooms.
they make those.
It's probably
I
actually.
can make
Roomba door?
you a Roomba door.
Look it going.
All right, so I got this Roomba, and I'm setting up with the kids next to me, and I'm naming it, and they're like, "What should we name it?"
Yeah, what kind of racist name did you come up with, Jay?
Fuck you, dickhead. We named it Puma, our dead cat. So,
What a fitting name.
well, I mean, yeah, it was all black.
Thing used
like
to
Puma.
leave shit all over the ground. Now
Nah,
the new
it's
Puma
taking
cleans up all this shit.
Dude, I can't believe how much that thing vacuums. It's amazing. Anyway, at first, it gets stuck everywhere. You're right. It does. It gets stuck on some bigger carpets. It gets stuck under chairs. It gets stuck under your couch. But it learns your house. And in the beginning, it notified me every 5 minutes. Puma
Save me. Save me.
Puma got stuck on a cliff. I mean, to me, that might be just the bottom of your stairs or something, but it calls it a cliff.
Yeah.
I got
That's what
stuck on a
mine
cliff.
did,
I
Ken.
have no stairs on the first level, so I didn't know what the fuck that meant, first off. And then,
Most individual levels do not have stairs.
wait, to the basement, I'm saying. I don't have a basement. If I had the first level to a basement,
There's
that'd be
nowhere
that
for
cliff.
it to fall, is what you're saying.
Yeah. But I tried it out. I have a huge ottoman. It's fucking 6x6. I put it on the ottoman to clean, and it gets right to the edge, and it props itself back up as it almost falls. It's the craziest thing. I gotta show you a video of this because it's actually intriguing to watch.
I imagine it is.
It's intriguing to watch. And so we get this thing, and I get notifications all the time where Puma's stuck on a cliff. Puma couldn't finish his job because he's stuck. His twisty thingy is all jammed or whatever, this and that. So I always had to fix it. But now it always finishes its job and it gets home. I think it just needs to learn.
Yeah.
And now that it's learned, it picks up so much shit.
I thought this was going to go a different route. I thought you were going to have to say we had to go put the Puma down.
No,
you saying it costs more to put Puma down?
Remember earlier he
Puma's
said he
Roomba
had.
down?
Remember earlier he said he had 3 bathrooms. Now he's got one of the fucking machines in the bathroom because it's got a virus.
It's just going in circles.
It's got a virus, so we had to put it in there so it doesn't infect our iPads.
Wait, Roombas might be able to get ringworm. I don't know.
Sucking it up.
Did you got to put a piece of electrical tape over the Roomba's camera?
No.
You don't want somebody hacking into that?
What are they gonna do? Clean the house better?
Just watch what's going on in your house.
No.
Flip that camera on when you're walking around.
Tony's so
butt
paranoid.
naked.
Yeah,
He
he's
lives in a
weird.
gated community, and he's got a deadbolt double lock door, like you're getting out a submarine, double wedge.
Yeah.
But he's still got a piece of black tape on the inside of the lookout hole, just to make sure no one's looking in.
That I got to flap open when I want to use it.
So wait, when you're okay on your camera right now, do you have or on your phone? Excuse me, is your camera covered with some tape or anything?
On my phone, no, I don't point it toward me though.
It's never.
Tony, I'm
Guy
talking
looks
about.
super awkward on the phone like this. He's got his phone next to his head, side to side, so that the camera's not pointing at
Is that
him.
how you talk to people? Like how Chris
Hey,
is
what
showing?
can I do for you? What, you can't hear me? Sorry, I can't let my phone see me either, so you're going to have to deal. He gets off the thing, just throws it.
Okay, but I'm asking though. Now,
All his phone calls are under 1 minute. Oh, they're listening. I got to go.
I'm asking, do you have tape on your camera? The camera that faces towards you when you pick up the phone.
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay. So, my kids are watching.
That's their problem.
What do you do?
That's your wife's mistake.
What do you do when you're in the bathroom and you're using your phone for a pornographic type of instrument, and you're playing muscle spasms with your arm.
I've never once looked at pornographic material on a phone.
Oh, okay. So what do you usually? Where do you watch it then?
VHS only. Duh.
Remember the paranoia. But he's still got him in the black bags hidden inside the ottoman in the basement living room.
There's a sticker on the outside that says "Be kind, rewind."
Don't open bees inside.
Jesus, I think
Don't do it.
That's how I'm labeling everything in my house from this point forward.
No, it's from a Sunny in Philadelphia episode where he's got a box with hornets in it because he's trying to get their honey. And they ask him why there's a big H on the box. And he goes, because of the hornets. Oh, don't open bees inside. It works every time, Tony.
I swear
at
to
the
God,
camper. Especially at the camper.
I immediately lose respect for a person when they say It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's not a good show.
Oh, it's such a good show.
is that show still on? No?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't have cable anymore.
I'm roped in. I did a free trial of YouTube TV, and now I'm on month one.
Well, Tony,
$60.
I don't think they have Always Sunny in Philadelphia on VHS.
I had the DVD of the first 5 seasons, 6 seasons or something.
Yeah.
It's-
I got a DVD player.
It might be worth money.
I'm not that far behind.
Try to find one. That's the. I mean,
DVD
okay,
player?
not online. If you, that would be a test for someone. Try to find a DVD player at a store, not a resale store, not a thrift store.
Everybody had one on Black Friday sale.
Yeah. What? Where?
Everywhere.
The TV,
If you found-
DVD, VCR combo that weighed 38,000 pounds. That was a flat
Yeah.
glass screen.
Even that one is gone. But I'm saying you go to a store and you find a VHS player. I'll give you $100, but you got to buy it and show me. Like, just give me a video.
Well, it's going to cost way more than $100.
No, it's not. It's going
because
to
of
cost
the
like
scarcity.
$5.
Oh, because you can't get them.
How about this? Then I'll pay for the cost of the VHS player as well.
Plus $100.
Plus $100. You find one at a store, a big box store.
Bro, I can leave here right now and
You
be
would
back
not.
with
You
one before you're done with this show.
They got them at Target?
Where would
Yeah.
no, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah,
No
they were
way.
trying to upsell me a VHS player the other day.
upsell you a VHS player. That makes I don't understand it.
Well, I was looking for a
Okay.
new laser disc player.
So we're gonna say
Like the big discs?
we're gonna quickly say Among Us. Everyone say it. 1, 2, 3.
Among Us.
All right.
Why,
We're
kid?
done now.
No
Stop.
more.
No more. So
That's your second request. You're a new viewer. Did you even hit like and subscribe, Ghost Finder? Ghost Hunter? What is it?
Ghost Finder.
Ghost Finder. Go find the like button on your mom's phone.
I love that. I love that you and Ghost Finder have the same like speech cadence.
I mean, wait, who are you talking? Chris or I?
You. That's
do you
that's how you would say like Ghost Hunter. You'd be like, "Who Ghost Finder?"
You trying to say I'm stupid or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
In front of your children.
None less.
I gotta get him off this. I'm gonna block him. All right.
Block our only fan?
Don't, man. We need your support.
So we went through our basically our favorite stories from the past 2.5 years. And again, you guys like and subscribe. If you like what you hear, we're on every podcast platform. We're everywhere. Just Google 3 Dimes Reviews. Obviously, we're not reviewing movies anymore, but you Google 3 Dimes Reviews, you'll find us. And what was I going to say? I just lost.
Oh, you're probably
train of
going to
thought.
talk about some more old shit.
Did you say oral shit?
Can you tell them about how we used to be
Old.
3 Dimes Reviews again?
No, I'm not going to do that again. But
Come on, man,
I mean,
one
that's
more
how you get to our
time.
website.
Hey, speaking of our socials, so we are on all socials. And right now, I want to see what happens in 1 week. And you can help by hitting like and subscribe at yourself. Facebook. If you're on there watching on Facebook, we have 5.6 thousand subscribers. or followers, I guess they're called on Facebook. That's
I
pretty
don't know.
good. Twitter, 404. If you got a Twitter, go to 3 Dimes Reviews. The number 3 Dimes Reviews. Go follow us on Twitter.
Tweet us.
We need it.
Tweet it.
YouTube, 2.17 thousand. So thank you on YouTube. 2,000 of you are watching now. I appreciate you all.
I don't think 2,000 are watching.
Instagram,
Chris
though.
is right.
Instagram's our killer. We are out there with 12,000 followers on Instagram. We've only made 121 posts.
How many?
121.
That's a lot.
That's not that many.
I mean, I think that's a lot. Isn't
And
it?
then if you're a TikToker, while you still can before it gets eliminated, 1,400 people out there follow us on TikTok.
Oh, that's right. We have TikTok too.
Yeah. You got to get out there. So follow us on our socials.
I agree.
Hey, did you guys, so we've been off for a little while. We had Christmas and New Year's since our last podcast.
Sure. I can ask who got drunk.
Well, I'm wondering if any of you got any stories on the Christmas and the New Year. I mean, there was a lot of time in between now and then.
That was a lot of time.
Like a favorite gift you gave or got, maybe, or did you have people over? Did you go somewhere?
Well, basically,
Did anyone embarrass themselves or hurt themselves?
basically the reason we didn't do anything is because you had COVID, and then you had diarrhea. I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I thought I had
Twice.
COVID, and then I was just sick. Yeah. So, for stories within that timeline, I really don't have any. I mean, it's the same thing that happens every year. And for New Year's, I'm old with children, so I actually didn't even drink the sparkling grape juice, which is non-alcoholic, for the countdown on midnight, where the kids stayed up and they kept saying, "I want to stay up at midnight." Okay, you can stay it. You can stay. Like, I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments.
So I also didn't do much on New Year's.
Oh, sorry. So okay, fine. Okay, I'll tell this one present I gave to my dad. Okay,
There you go.
fine. He reminded me because he just texted, sent a message. I gave a So you did the trading presents thing. There's a limit on the cost on how much you spend. Okay, and then you play this game, and then you switch presents around, and finally someone gets a present.
It's
Okay.
called the Caucasian elephant. Everybody knows that.
Okay, so
bite
this
privilege
Caucasian elephant, my dad got my present, and I'm not gonna just give you a regular present. Okay,
Right. It's going to be some dumb thing ordered
not
off
dumb, it was
eBay
amazing.
straight from China.
no, Amazon.
Like your fucking leveling clips.
Don't even start with that. So what my present was to my father was, first off, the first thing was a giant oversized blanket.
With your face on it.
No, that would cost more. Giant oversized blanket that looks like a pepperoni pizza. It was
Okay.
actually really soft too. It wasn't a bad one either. I was kind of impressed.
Nice.
And then the last one was a calendar, the newest calendar. I mean, who
What
doesn't
year
need
are we talking?
the new one?
The new one?
The new
one coming up?
Yeah, new one coming up.
Okay.
Each picture is a new picture of a dog pooping.
Yeah.
So we have all these different types of dogs taking shits. for
That's pretty good.
Each year
That's
or
good
each
stuff.
month of the year.
That's good stuff.
I mean, what do they call those? Freaking golden retrievers just hawking one out of their ass. What is that? Spankadoodle? Or what is it? Cockadoodle? What's that one that everyone has that wants
You
now?
talking about your brother's dog?
Yeah, what is it called?
A golden doodle.
Golden doodle?
Is it a golden doodle?
I don't know.
Golden doodle getting poop stuck in its hair, just kind of starting to fall off. All those, man, little dogs, little dogs taking poops, big dogs taking poops.
Yeah, I think the little kids pooping, I think that one's illegal.
It's always a shame. It's only
You got
12
to go
months,
to some
right?
weird websites to get that one.
So that was my present, and that's about the excitement that I had. Nothing really to.
So for New Year's, my mom likes to bang pots at midnight. And my kid went over there once when she was
whose
like
pots?
3, like pots and pans.
Who's spots, Tony?
Pots is this guy. Yeah, this guy, Pots pots and pans banging at midnight. So my kid was wanting to do this. And I'm like, there's no way I'm staying up till fucking midnight, right? So we started it at 9 o'clock. I'm like, go out there and bang your pots. It's fucking
Wait.
New Year's. Ha ha. 9 o'clock. Ding, 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 ding,
She goes
ding.
outside and smashing.
We go inside and I'm like, all right, let's get to bed. And she's like, no, it's not midnight. I'm like, fucking, are you right? All right. Okay. So then I'm finding on TV. I'm like, all right, cool. New Year's around the world. Here we go. 10 o'clock rolls around. Found some channel where we're celebrating it at 10 o'clock. Hey, let's go outside, bang the pots. And she's like, it's not midnight. So 11 o'clock. Now it's the New Year's on fucking New York. They're counting down. The ball drops. I got her on the ball drop. I'm like, everything's going to be, she's going to think it's midnight. We're going to get to bed. Same shit. She's like, no, it's not midnight. It's not midnight here. She made it to midnight, man.
It's midnight.
7. I fell asleep halfway through, like 11:30. She's like, Dad, it's half hour to midnight.
You should have been drinking.
I wasn't drinking because I went out the night before.
Oh.
Went to a concert, the Disco Biscuits, man.
Disco Biscuits. You and your weird
Laser beams, bro. You guys, I sent you that photos or that video. Did you check the video?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Looked
amazing.
like a lot of lasers.
Fucking laser beams, man.
I wanted at least one
How
of
many
those.
people had seizures?
I don't know. None that I saw. Zero. I would say
The
zero.
answer 0.
So they put the lasers. They point them at the wall, the right spot, so it doesn't point at anybody's eyes. They're safe.
All right.
So yeah, we partied the night before. So yeah, no New Year's either on my end.
It definitely was trippy.
So did your kid get his box that's been in the basement for 18 months?
He did.
So how'd that go?
It went perfect. He loved it. My wife, who has problems remembering stuff, had him open up the controller before the council, and then slapped it out of his hands.
Like, don't open that one.
Yeah. And she goes, "Did you see what that was?" He's like, "Yeah, it's a PS5 controller." She's like, "Oh,
Tell a quick
open
backstory.
this one."
Open this next one.
Do a very quick backstory about this.
So last year, PS5s were like the hot Christmas gift, and
Bigly.
they were sold out everywhere.
They were selling for $1,500 of dollars.
People were selling them for $1,000 over retail.
Yeah.
And the people that were selling them for $1,000 over retail couldn't even hang on to them.
Nope.
They were gone immediately. I
Yeah.
didn't even consider getting my kid a PS5 last year. It wasn't even an option for him. But right after Christmas, one of my friends did an online raffle. He sold a bunch of numbers for $30 a number, assigned everybody a number who sent him the money, pulled a number at random, and that person won.
Yep.
So the person who won was my little brother. And, you know, I was kind of joking around that it was rigged and this and that, because there are like 100 people or whatever. Or, you know, maybe not that many, but I don't know. There was a lot of people.
Right.
It was a big raffle. And, you know, I went on, I was commenting, "Oh, this is rigged, blah, blah, blah." I didn't buy a number or anything. I just wanted to start some shit.
Because your brother won.
Yeah. So
Fuck that guy.
the next week, he comes up with another PlayStation and he does the same thing. And I still don't buy a number. But my wife, who never gambles on anything, she doesn't buy 50-50 raffles. She doesn't buy lottery tickets. She doesn't buy anything that would be a chance of her not receiving
She
a
wanted-
good for her money.
To make a Christmas miracle.
So she buys a number and she wins. So now it's like mid-January. We got this brand new PS5. And I'm like, "Oh, cool. We won a PS5 for $30. We're obviously going to go give it to our kid immediately. Like, this is huge." And my wife says, "No, we're going to give it to him next Christmas." And I'm like, "You mean 11 and a half months from now?" She's like, "Yeah.
There'll be a PlayStation 6 by then.
Put it in a garbage bag and put it in a storage room in the basement." And I was fully against this. And, but, you know, she won. and that thing sat in the basement, corroding. The box smelled like wet cardboard. It was just
No way.
But he opened up a PS5. Now that they're all old and out of style, he got it finally.
So he got
no
NBA
games.
2K? No NBA 2K?
No games. No. Nope. He doesn't have any games.
Still?
None.
So how does he play it?
He doesn't. It's still in the box. He put it in his closet.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
What could be the next 11 and a half
What's
months?
wrong with you people? Why don't you fucking do something with it?
My kid's got $750 in Amazon gift cards. If he wants a game, that's on him.
Bro, that's ridiculous.
Wait, say that again.
My kid's got $750
How?
in Amazon gift cards.
How?
From popcorn sales.
Does he want to sell it to me for like 600?
No, he'll sell it to you for $1.10 on a dollar.
No, thanks.
So if he wants a fucking game, he can buy a fucking game.
I guess, man. I guess.
All right, you guys. That was the first comeback show. We're a little rusty, but you know,
It was technically
it's a Wisconsin car, right?
Technically, it's our second show back because we did have that one 10-minute waiting show that we did earlier where everyone waited for 10 minutes just to see your face go white
Not
as
cool.
you shut off the podcast.
Not cool. Not cool at all. But we're gonna pause this video. We're not gonna pause it. Actually, we're gonna keep this going live, and we're going to go into our Thursday show. So people at home listening live, you can hear our Thursday show that comes out on Thursday ahead of time.
I'm confused.
So am I. So, Chris, help me out with this explanation.
Bring up one more time that we used to be 3 times reviews.
What I think Jay's doing is saying, okay, this podcast you just watched is
Over.
over.
This
but
shit is over.
we're going to record. We've recorded the audio and we'll release it to your podcasting and streaming services on Tuesday. So in 4 or 5 days here, 4 days, right?
Yeah, Chris.
Then
perfect.
we're going to put the 10-minute timer on this video. You go pee, go fill your drink,
There
go
you go.
subscribe to us on YouTube if you're watching on Facebook and vice versa if you're on YouTube. Come back here in 10 minutes. We're going to have another show of the 3 Dimes Show here in 10 minutes. And then that episode will be available for your ears on the podcasting service
There you
in
go.
1 week.
See, I just don't want to say it. Just you got to say this, Chris.
So there it is. That's
don't
what
know
you're
what I
trying to
fucking
spit
say.
out. Now hit the button, play the music. We'll see you next week. Thank you for listening. For those on the audio, 3 Dimes
Reviews.
is out.
We're out. But
It's so adorable that your family's having a conversation with themselves in our comments. I love
That's how
it.
it all starts, man. It's a family show. If you don't watch this show, your kids ain't shit.
I need to figure out how to do this real quick.
Your dad. Jay, Ghost Theater.
Yeah, there it is.
Actually, that's what I just didn't have to hit a button. That's what it
You
was.
didn't fuck it up.
Fucking Christ.
All right,
That's all they had to do is
guys.
not hit a button. Jesus.
You can't help it though.
Why?
This
Look
thing's
who
got
it
no
is.
buttons, and he can't help but hit the buttons.
What's up, Steven? DV Steven?
So there's a little break there. I hope everyone got out, maybe grabbed some popcorn. Maybe you refilled the beverage. I know I did. I got a fresh one here for you. Let's crack it. All right, we're ready to go.
Bam.
Hopefully you've liked and subscribed to the video.
So this is our Thursday show, and you're hearing it ahead of time because you're watching it live. Tony, stop smiling at me. God damn it. You make me feel awkward when you do that. Just don't even look at me sometimes.
What you're doing is kind of awkward.
I can't.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Look. Yeah. Okay. Good. So what we're doing. We're doing. This is our okay. This is our Thursday show. Okay. We're doing segments. We're doing. We're doing news. It's not just talking. Okay.
What
We
did
have
Chris
things
Google this week?
Chris Google this week. We have Jay's scripts read, and you have to guess the movie.
Directing by Jay.
Well,
We're going to see if you in the comment sections can... we're going to have to give him the 30-second delay here, but hopefully you can guess the video.
yeah. Guess the video that. Or
We'll
no,
just sit
the
here
movie.
awkwardly for 30 seconds while you guys text in your
No,
answers.
they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it easily. But here's the thing: we have 3 movies tonight. We have 3 scripts tonight, and we're going to read these scripts. And you guys, I want to try to guess what you think this movie is. You know, and we're gonna do our best acting that we can. I guess you could say.
Directing
acting.
by Jay. Directed by Jay.
I want to go that far.
Directed by Jay. Segment's
Directed
called
by Jay.
Directed by Jay. We need music for this. You guys send us some music. Just give us a clap or something. Directed by Jay.
Brought to you by Tony's Total Donations.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to guess this one too. I'm going to guess.
So let's start with Tony and Chris. I want you guys to do
Okay.
one together. Okay.
Are we doing 356, 340, or 409?
Let's do it. Let's start off with the show.
Why are they time stamped and why do they have your phone?
Because
you need to charge your phone.
I
Are we doing
screenshotted it.
40% battery?
I screenshotted it.
30% battery or 10% battery?
I screenshotted it. Okay, now just stop it. Everyone at home, try to guess the movie. Chris, Tony, acting it out. They both have their own parts. It's the shorter one. Let's do the shorter one.
Okay.
Are you ready?
356.
356. You guys ready? And that's the little cue thing, you know, that thing.
Okay.
Got a name?
Yeah.
So what do? You know? After the holidays, I mean.
Well, nothing till March, and then I'm the Easter Bunny.
Oh, another?
Yeah, why not?
Merry Christmas. Not a big talker.
No, not really.
Buy you one?
Why not?
Happy New Year. You're pretty regular for a Santa.
It's not that big a fucking deal. It's just a job, you know what I mean? I'm eating, I'm drinking, shitting, fucking Santa Claus.
Prove it. Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa. Santa. Fuck me. Santa. Fuck me. Santa. Fuck me. Santa. Fuck me. Santa. Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa.
Can I at least take this hat off?
No, I love the hat.
Okay.
Woo. Sorry. Here's an exclamation point. Woo! I've always had a thing for Santa Claus. In case you didn't notice, it's like some deep-seated childhood thing.
Yeah, so is my thing for tits.
All right.
All right, who's got that movie?
Well, that's definitely Bad Moms.
Close.
No, it's not.
You're close.
No, it's not.
You're
didn't get
close.
that?
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa.
Oh, Chris got it.
Jay knew. Tony knew it too. He was sitting on over my lap in this one.
Did you really know it? Or are you fucking around?
Now, what's
course
the
I did.
actress
Well,
in
Bad
that
Mom's
one?
a fucking movie too.
What's the actress in that one?
The actress is not a known name.
No, she's known.
No, not really.
All right, I'm going to the machine. You
Go to the
guys
machine,
talk
go to the
amongst
machine.
yourselves.
So, you guys really, I needed more emphasis on parts of the
I think it's hard.
You should have read it before you did it.
I didn't
But
read
you told
it.
us not to.
And if
No, I didn't. I did
Okay.
not say that.
Chris told me not to.
Hey,
Well, don't listen to Chris.
I didn't read it because you said, don't fucking read it when you gave it to
said
me. That's what
this?
you said. You gave it to me upside down and said, don't fucking read this. I remember it distinctly.
Okay, fine.
And
we
then-
gotta start reading these.
And
now.
then, if I don't know what the fucking movie is, it's hard to know that I'm
Okay.
fucking her.
You're right.
Picking her up at the bar and then fucking her in the other. You gotta. You should put here after
bar.
prove it.
I'm not gonna add all the quotations.
After prove it, you should put a little carrot there and then put moves to fucking scene.
Listen to me. I had to do enough with highlighters. I ain't doing all that
So
kind of bullshit.
this-
That's insane.
This little piece of Santa fuck me, Santa fuck me, that beauty of act dressing was done by Lauren Graham.
Yeah, she's not known.
She's known as Lorelai Gilmore on the WBC WTV series Gilmore Girls. She was
Still
nominated.
don't know her.
Come on.
Okay, so no one, the 30-second delay here that we have,
No one
no one
guessed it.
still guessed it because you guys fucked up the acting. I blame it on both of you two.
We didn't know what movie it
I blame
was.
both
Jay.
of you
There's
two.
a flaw in your game.
Now we're gonna,
Okay.
you guys are gonna have to learn the script ahead of
Do
time.
I have to read this one? Should I read ahead while you guys do
No. Tony and I are gonna do one now.
Because Tony read this one.
Tony, what are you doing? I have a lot to say. You actually have not much. And do you know this movie? Did you
Yeah.
read it?
Yeah, 2 lines in, I knew this movie.
Okay, he knows this
One of
movie.
the best movies ever made.
Okay, ready? We're gonna do another movie. I want you guys to guess this movie. It's Tony and I acting it out. And here we go. I'm just saying. I think you gotta think about your options. I know what technically. Fucking A. Let me start over.
Dude,
Let me start over.
You're
Start
a
over.
good actor.
Start over. Let's
Jay,
start
hit
over.
me.
Hit me again.
And
Hit
cut.
me again. Hit me again. Yeah, do that little thingy. Right? I'm just saying, I think you got to think about your options. I know that you're technically married now, but that doesn't mean that they have to live here.
Jay, I think it's time for a change for the both of us.
Dad, we're men, okay? That means a few things. We like to shit with the door open. We like to talk about pussy. We go on riverboat gambling trips. We make our own beef jerky. That's what we do. And now it's all wrecked. All right. Here's a scenario, Dad. Suppose Nancy sees me coming out of the shower. She decides to come up to me. I'm looking good. I've got a luscious bead of hair going down from my pubes down to my ball fro.
My chest pubes down to my ball fro. Don't
Just
fuck up the best line
just let me do
ever
it.
written on paper.
and she takes one look at me and she goes, "Oh my God. I had the old bull, but now I want the young calf." And she grabs him by the wiener.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
I forgot that was that movie. Okay. You got that movie? Chris, what is that movie?
I don't remember. I don't know.
No? No?
Plus, I wasn't paying attention.
What were you doing?
Not paying
Googling.
attention. Yeah. I was trying to fucking.
He's watching us on YouTube
Yeah,
with
I
a
was-
30-second delay.
Let me wait. Yeah. Let me catch
Right
up.
about now, you're fucking up the chest pubes line.
That's actually a little bit harder than I thought it would be because I had too many lines. I had way too many lines there. Okay, Chris, last one. No one said anything on the chat unless I just can't see it because
Obviously, that's Step Brothers.
that's Step Brothers, and that is the part where don't remember their names, but Dad talking about the mom stepmom moving in. So this is a little bit longer. So you guys take your time with this. You know, just get into the vibe.
You want me to talk slower?
No, just you know, kind of read ahead a little bit. You know what people do when they read ahead and then they say it out loud.
That's for people that didn't go to Milwaukee public schools.
And I want to see if someone can guess this movie because this one's a little bit harder.
All right.
Okay, so are you guys ready?
I'm trying to be.
Okay, you're trying to be.
Okay.
You guys know your scenes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and clip.
Hello, Chris. It's good to see you. I didn't know you were dropping by today.
Oh, he gave you eye contact too.
You asked me to come over.
Did I?
Are you reading the dictionary?
You caught me. I like to break a mental sweat too. Grab a chair. I already know what this is, just in case
Yeah.
you're wondering.
Okay, good go. Grab a chair.
Okay.
So, I trust everything's going swimmingly with our acquisition of Average Joes.
So far, yeah. There's a lot to do over there, so I should probably get back. That is a really interesting painting.
Thank you. Yeah, that's me, taking the bull by the horns. That's how I handle my business. It's a metaphor,
I get it.
but that actually happened.
So
Anyway.
that was so late.
Anyway, we're a pretty tight-knit tribe here, but there's always room for one more squaw. So please, whatever you do, don't think of me as your boss.
I don't.
I don't want to get into a formal thing. I'm white, you know. WHITE.
Thanks, Mr. Tony, but I'm contracted by the bank. They just assigned me to your account.
Right. Well, then you work for the bank. Bank works for me. So I'm kind of your boss. Point is, I'd love to see your pretty little bone structure around here a little bit more. There's no reason we can't be shackled. Why is there such a big gap in these lines? Like, that's still the same sentence.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
There's no reason we need
Strictures?
to be shackled by the structures of the employee-employer relationship unless you're into that sort of thing, in which case I got some shackles in the back. I'm kidding, but seriously, I've got them.
That's Tony's line, but go ahead.
I know.
I'm just doing my job, Tony.
We switched roles.
In fact, I actually prefer it over there.
Really? You like it with those freaks over there in Loser Town?
They're not freaks. They're people just like you and me.
People like you and me. Oh man, that's what I love about you. Oh, Kate, you've got a personality that is rich, a real sauciness that I find extremely attractive. We should mate.
What?
Date.
We should date sometime socially?
Now we're fucking switching
Go out
back
and kick
again.
it?
You totally changed. How are you not reading the yellow
We
lines?
switched back again.
Are you okay?
Fine. I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
In some cultures, they only eat vomit. I've never been there, but I read about it in a book.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tony. I don't date my clients.
I get it. Don't crap where you eat. I understand.
There you
End
go.
scene.
Wow, great.
Director lost that one. The director lost control
I did
of the actors on that one. How come you always roll me in a chick? Every time so far. That's the third fucking one. Or you got me as a chick. Why do I gotta get...
Because you got such
I guess
nice
I wasn't
hair.
a chick in the
your
first one. I
lips.
was
Yes,
the dude
the-
banging the chick. Why do you pick love scenes all the time?
Because they're more funny, I guess. I
All
don't
right,
know.
that's good. Keep them up. That's directed by
right, well,
Jay.
directed by Jay. We got to read those a little bit better.
Yeah,
next
well,
time.
it takes practice. It's
Well,
only the
I'm
second
going to have
fucking-
to go back to middle school.
I'm going to ask maybe you format them a little bit better.
How though?
I don't know. You have a computer. Use that instead of your phone.
No,
And if you copy and paste into like, I don't know,
Why don't you
Whatever
call
the
the
fuck
real director
Apple-
and get
Apple-
the actual script?
Apple Word A or whatever the fuck they call it.
I screenshot and then I copy off.
Yeah.
Print the screenshot.
Yeah, that's ineffective, dude.
Well-
copy and paste it into a Word document.
It worked, but
bang, bang, bong.
Bing, bang, boom.
It's pretty good though, Jay. Keep up doing whatever. Timestamps and everything. I don't care. Did you do this at 4:09 in the morning?
No, actually, I did that right before I came here.
Jeez.
4:05, 9 p.m. What? What's wrong with that? Why is that bad? So, Chris, what do you got for news?
I do
nothing.
I do have myself set up here, but I wasn't prepared here.
Okay, Tony, let me hear about what you got.
So here we go.
Nothing.
So this is a little part of your day I like to call. Now Google that. I don't know what to fucking call it, but this is where I ask you to go out every week and Google what I've been looking at on the internet. So I wake up in the morning and I swipe my phone and I look at my Google News feed, and these are the gems I found.
Yeah, totally.
So there's, over the new year here, there was a lot of college football championships, right? Lots of celebrations, fans in the stands, moms and dads, girlfriends and boyfriends. Well, I guess but maybe boyfriends too, I guess. Let's be 21st century over here about it. Everyone's in the stands enjoying the game. Well, this dad of the Michigan QB, J.G. McCarthy, went viral for touching his son's girlfriend's butt during the game. So here you are cheering on your kid in a championship game in his college career, and you're feeling up on his girlfriend.
Is it possible it was an accident?
J.J. McCarthy's dad sneaking in a few feels on his son's girlfriend during the win. Wild. And it's all over. They got pictures of him looking at her ass. So Google that. Michigan QB dad's looking at his son's girlfriend's ass.
I think I got this skit on VHS.
Probably running that VHS. All right, another thing you need to Google. I looked at this shit. Remember when we talked about how the Earth travels around the sun?
Yeah, that was.
And how that all works and the angle of the Earth. Well, shit got fucking. And remember how I said, well, now imagine we're all fucking racing around the sun, and then imagine the sun's racing around the fucking solar system, and fucking thought about that and how fast we're fucking moving. Well, there's this thing, the animation of Earth's movement through space. And it's this video of Earth, which moves at like 22 million miles an hour. It's an incredible video to watch how Earth moves around the sun. It's like a corkscrew speedball flying through space.
How do they figure these things out, though?
I don't know, dude.
I don't. It just doesn't. It fathoms.
Cameras, man.
I just heard something about.
I mean,
how
just fucking look at this craziness.
You got to show it on your camera.
You can't look at seeing that shit.
Well, they can if they're watching live.
Earth moving through space.
Now, I just heard something about how
In
far.
a whirlwind around the sun.
God damn it,
Flying
Chris.
around.
I heard something about the distance from the middle of Earth to the middle of the sun. Why wouldn't they take the closest point of Earth to the closest point of the sun?
Because we probably already know that.
Who gives a flying fuck about the middle? I've never been to the middle of the Earth.
Well, how about if you talk about the bottom of this? What the highest peak? The closest on the equator? You just go to the middle. Middle of the middle is the best way to measure
No,
anything.
they said the core,
How do they know the actual circumference of the
the
Earth?
sun, or even the sun.
a really big fucking tape measure, dude. Here, just
Like-
stick out the 50-footer, and then the next guy sticks out a 50-footer, and
It
then the
would
next
have
guy
to-
sticks a 50-footer, and they measure that shit.
It would have to be a cloth tape. to conform. And like, what happens if
The
homeboy
Earth's
in
flat,
Ohio?
dude. Google that.
What
I mean,
happens
come on.
in Ohio when homeboy's grass is too long and they got the tape measure running over it and it's thrown off that like exact measurement?
Science, man.
I don't know what you're even talking about right now.
They figure it out by like looking at the horizon and realizing how the sun, how the curvature is, and they do some pi math.
Well, that's a guess.
No, that's a fucking equation.
No, that's a guess.
Dude, they fly spaceships from Earth to an exact point in time and space to meet up with other spaceships, bro. They got the math. It's an exact science.
I don't think so.
All right, here we go. Oh, this is last week's fucking tech. Did I tell you about this? There's a guy using that AI shit I've been telling you about. He made a book. Did I tell you that last week?
No.
He made a children's book using AI.
Well, that sounds pretty easy.
Professional illustrators are pissed.
A computer made it then.
Yeah.
My 3-year-old
guy
has
used-
a book that
he-
just has
He gave
colors.
the computer commands, and with those commands, he was able to write a book and print it out, and is selling millions of dollars worth of it. That's some of the illustrations made by a computer. I've been fucking around with this shit. There are so many cool artificial intelligence ways to make shit on the internet. It's incredible what you can do right now. You give in like 6 terms and it fucking makes a picture, and then you tell it a couple different things and it makes a different way of it.
Is your brother named Nick?
My brother is named Nick.
All right.
Is he on the internet? What's up, Nick?
I can see Shapleski.
Chimera Bisco got me. Yeah, man, I was fucking half asleep by noon.
So now you're talking about you went from outer space to AI.
So here's another one. Google this. Huge Berlin aquarium bursts, spilling 1,500 fish into the road.
Better yet,
Wait.
type in huge and let autofill do the rest.
Why did they have that close to a road?
The world's largest freestanding cylindrical aquarium hosted in Berlin burst. It was home to 1,500 exotic fish and spilled 1 million liters of water. I think there's 2.5 liters or 2.2 liters, 2 liters to a gallon, 4 liters. I don't fucking know, but a big ass amount of water.
Sounds like a lot.
2 people were injured by the splinters of glass. I don't know what happened to the fish. I imagine they just captured them and like tried to fix.
Just kick him into the
Dead fish lies in the next to a gully in front of the Radisson Hotel.
Well,
Gone. Google that. Gigantic aquarium bursts. So this week wasn't full of much because the world was boring. There was this. Did you see what happened with Dana White, dude?
No,
You know who Dana White is?
of course.
Yeah.
So TMZ got him, bro. TMZ nightclub fight with wife on New Year's Eve.
He's something about slapping, right?
The head honcho and
I
Anna
heard about
White, who've
that,
been
yeah.
married for 26 years, were celebrating, but things took a turn at midnight. They were in the VIP section above the dance floor. Dana leaned in to say something to Ann. She reacted by slapping him across the face, and he immediately slapped her back in the face.
Oh my God.
Before friends jumped in, pulled them apart, played out in plain view of everyone. 0 to 100 in an instant, seemingly for no reasons. It was all over in a minute.
Well, the two news
He
stories.
apologized, said he feels terrible, was embarrassed. There's never a reason. His wife says, we've been married 30 years. It's out of character. It's an understatement. He's never done this before. Never, ever. Fucking UFC might drop him as the front person. It's his business, right?
Yeah, he owns it.
He's just
No,
a
he doesn't.
spokesperson, right?
He sold it.
So they're
Okay.
thinking about dropping
the
him.
Frittata brothers.
So he's
Really?
going to lose. He's going to get fucking...
I think at this point in his life, he's pretty well set.
Still,
And
man,
if
that's
he's
his
not
gig.
set, he really fucked something up somewhere. And
I don't know, man.
look, man, I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole of whether or not you should hit anybody. But
Yeah.
when somebody
Wait,
slaps you, it becomes
No,
reactionary.
let me hear your rabbit hole of what
the
would
fight or
happen.
flight kicks in a way, in a sense.
What would you do if your wife?
I would punch you right in the face. If my wife hit me,
I'm not your
I would
wife.
drive to your apartment and I would slap you across your fucking face.
Okay. Your wife slaps you.
Yeah.
Retaliation. You scream back or do you physically attack?
I don't know. That won't happen because my wife's not ballsy enough to find out.
I don't know, man. I've heard stories of her attacking after people who stole her money.
Yeah, she got her own gun too. She got her own handgun and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so the two news stories that I keep hearing a million times is first off the Buffalo
Wild Wings?
Not you fucking me up, man. The Buffalo Bills player.
Yep.
Dude, that was crazy. Okay, so I heard about the doctors saying there was this 1 in 264 million chance of this hit where it did in your chest to mess your heart up or whatever.
That's wild, man.
And he was being resuscitated for 9 minutes. So now his brain has no oxygen for 9 minutes because he wasn't breathing for 9 minutes. So now he has brain problems, and I think he just woke up today.
Yeah, thank God he woke up, right?
Yeah, it's terrible. But he has a charitable donation to something about getting kids toys, underprivileged kids toys. He had a what do you call it? A $2,400 set amount that he wanted to achieve this year. He got $5.5 million in one day for his foundation.
People came out for him, that's for sure. That was wild though, man. He got hit. It was normal play. Nothing that I thought was.
It didn't even look bad.
Dude stood up, fixed his helmet a little bit, and then
Just fell back.
went down.
And then there's another story I heard that keep circulating and keep hearing about is Hawkeye. Jeremy, what's his name? Reamer?
I don't know this story.
Hawkeye. So he got run over by his own plow. So you did hear.
Yeah. The guy got ran over by the plow.
His own plow. He is in all the Marvel movies. You know Hawkeye?
I don't.
Okay, I know. I don't even know why I even asked you.
If I scroll over to my thing, it'll probably be in and out.
He got run over by his own plow, which weighs 16,000 pounds. He was, I don't know what really happened, but he put it in the park. He slammed dropped in the park, got out for some reason.
Oh, it's his own shit that ran him over?
Yeah, his own shit. He put it in the park. He put the parking brake on. He started falling or driving backwards because the parking brake, I guess, failed. And he tried to jump in it to stop it. And when he did that, he fell underneath the fucking plow truck, whatever this thing was, and it ran over his legs, his chest.
He's all messed up, man.
I think my wife keeps telling me he has no legs.
I don't know. I saw that story. It wasn't that fascinating to me because I didn't realize what had happened, but it sounded pretty tragic. Yeah.
Those are the only stories that I keep hearing.
I got this good one.
I
bring you the ones
day.
you don't hear every day. That's what I'm finding is the gems.
Okay.
Like this gem. You want this or should I?
Go for it,
okay.
man.
This is a gem. Comes out of Green Bay, local 5, WFVRV. Fire sends butter spewing in central Wisconsin dairy plant. The DNR is assessing the runoff.
Yes.
An industrial fire caused the Wisconsin dairy plant significant damage. It was started in a room storing butter, which then melted and spread throughout the building.
I mean, it sounds like the perfect opportunity to boil some crab.
Firefighters responded.
Or just go there with crab and dunk it in.
They showed up for this, Jay.
What? Who?
The
what?
firefighters. They might have showed up for your fucking elevator
No shit,
problem.
I'm sure they scooped it up and re-bricked it.
Dickheads.
Upon arrival, the firefighters
I'm kidding.
confirmed heavy smoke and fire.
Jogging firefighters.
That didn't sound like a joke to me.
And I know one too, so I really am joking.
Yeah, the fire started in a room where butter was stored. The butter was heated and started to flow throughout the building, which increased the heat of the fire.
The beating.
Several hours to turn it off. Drains, waterways, all full of butter. It's all getting hard.
So you're telling me the sewer system's arteries might be clogged?
Too much cholesterol, man. So that's
a dad joke right there, you motherfucker.
that was a over the holiday edition of
My wife heard that one, Chris. So.
Chris tells you to Google that.
Chris,
She read that butter story?
Yeah, so guess what?
Oh.
That's not that original, Chris.
Tracy,
She heard
way to
it.
go. No, she's got good taste. Apparently. That's a comment to you, Jay.
She knows everything. Every time I hear something and I say, hey, did you hear about this? She's like, yeah, yesterday.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Well, Google that. Tracy don't have to, but everyone else Google that. That's it. That's what I got for that.
Okay. Thank you, Chris, for Chris's Google hour. Just take their time, Google those fucking stories,
So,
learn a little bit more about it.
What were you going to say there, Tony? You recall?
Well, he was talking about, I don't know, whatever actor running himself over with his plow.
What is his name? Jeremy Reamer? No.
don't know.
What is his name?
But I've actually seen somebody do that before. I watched a drunk girl at my campground run herself over with her own golf cart.
I know, but the golf cart is what, 1,000 pounds? If
Yeah,
maybe,
but this is one of those things where you look at it and go, how is that even possible?
She never put
How
the
does the
parking brake
person
on.
driving the golf cart, she was driving it, and then she was on the ground, and then the golf cart went doo-doo, doo-doo.
She left the parking brake off, obviously, right?
Renner.
She was driving it,
It's Jeremy Renner.
but somehow she fell out the front of it. And the golf cart was still driving.
She hit her own brake too hard while standing up and flipped out through the front area, is what you're saying? And
We
then
don't know.
ran
Me
herself
and Michelle
over?
were in amazement. Flight for Life came. It was a big
Really?
ordeal.
Way.
Not Flight for Life, but all the paramedics and fire trucks and all that shit. They all came. They had to take
Where
her.
the hell are they going to land in your
seriously.
fucking campground with the
I
fucking
don't know.
helicopter?
Maybe one of the several open fields around the campground.
I mean,
don't
anyway,
know.
it's in the middle of fucking
thinking
nowhere.
pretty much
I'm-
anywhere.
I'm thinking like
A good
right.
Flight for Life driver can land right on the road.
I'm thinking right next to her. Like, are they chopping tops off
They
of RVs?
They just dropped a hook,
Have her climb up.
got her like a claw machine.
Well, we'll try again. Anybody got any quarters?
Somebody moved that golf cart off her.
She said, my wife said, big difference, Tony.
I mean, you're kind of wrong. It's pretty much the same.
Oh, shit.
Golf cart, plow
So-
truck, same shit.
No, Tony, when you're looking at a golf cart, which is 1,200, 2,000 max, and you're looking at something that ran over Jeremy Renner, that's 33,000 pounds.
33,000 pounds.
I think so. Help me out with this, Tracy. 33,000 pounds is
You
going to
call a
almost kill you.
lifeline out
Yes,
on your
I
own
am.
story?
Yes.
Fucking
If you want
Google
her help,
that.
she's going to have to call.
No, she'll eventually.
I've seen
Chop in.
so when Uber first started, way back before they were even in every city, I was in Dallas.
14,000 pounds.
I was in Dallas and they were there, and I got some rides in Dallas, and then I came back to Milwaukee after my trip to Dallas, and I was in Milwaukee, and it was months later. Took an Uber, and it was like the first time Uber was around, and they didn't fucking care who drove for Uber back then. Apparently, maybe they don't anymore now. I'm not sure. But we were taking an Uber. This lady was lost in West Dallas. She couldn't find her way around. And so she's trying to talk to her phone to get directions. And we were drunk and all of this, whatever.
I don't blame her. West Dallas.
So
has got a
she
lot of
finally
little
got
streets.
fucking fed up with either us or herself and said, I can't do this shit. And she's like, I'm dropping you off here. Get out of my fucking car. So we're in the middle of a parking lot. We're like, whatever, lady. We get out of the car. As we're getting out, she's bitching and yelling and screaming at us as we're getting out of the car and walking away. And she's like in my face about it. Because I was like, I'm not paying. I don't recall exactly what it was all about. But I was like, listen, lady, I don't know what to tell you, but I think our conversation is going to end because if I ask you to turn around, you'll see your car is still in drive. And her car was coasting away from her on the fucking driveway, and she jumped in that son of a bitch, scooted out of there.
Your brother said he was in that car.
Yeah, Nick was with me. My wife was with me. Dan Loudon was with me, who I think was in the chat earlier.
Your brother said he was in that car.
Yeah, that Nick was in that fucking Uber. That was ridiculous, dude. Her car just starts scooting away. People do stupid shit. I don't know. People do stupid shit. Like all the time. Am I right?
For real.
For real. Am I right? For real. Hey, do you guys ever get a song in your head? You can't get it the fuck out and you don't want it in there? What do you do when that happens?
I go to the bathroom. And
It just becomes my new favorite song.
Like you just don't want it in your head though. So you just take it and you're like, I'm going to fucking embrace this shit.
Yeah.
See, I make other people listen to this song. It's like my first
just
thing.
the whole time
If I
telling
have
them this is so stupid,
if I-
isn't it?
if I have a song
this
in
is
my head-
stupid, right?
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 I play and then I have to go tell
Right,
someone,
right,
look at this
right,
shit.
right.
This song is in my head. Listen to this shit. And I make them listen to it so it's in their head. Is that evil? I like want to worm it over their brain so I don't have to deal with it no more.
I don't know, man.
I can get a little obsessed with a lot of songs, but it actually makes me feel more. It makes me feel a little crazy because I can't get it out of my head. Does that make you feel crazy, or does it just make you feel upset or mad?
Like
no,
I
man, it usually makes me happy.
get frustrated sometimes when it's in your head, but you don't know exactly how it goes.
But I feel like
So you're like,
I want
fuck, I gotta listen to that song because I can't fucking play the drums in my head right. I gotta fucking hear this right.
But I
That
want to murder
reminds me-
someone while
remember-
I'm listening to that song.
Remember when we had to watch that movie that I picked yesterday?
What?
Yesterday?
The movie, the Beatles one.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like you picked it yesterday.
Where the dude had to try to remember all the Beatles lyrics.
Oh yeah.
And,
could you imagine, man?
I don't know if you know the song Eleanor Rigsby or not, but it's not a very popular song, but it's a ridiculous.
Let me hear a little bit of the lyrics.
Eleanor Rigsby. It's a ridiculously complicated
Yeah.
song.
Okay, let me
and
hear just a
throughout
little
the
bit,
whole
little bit,
movie,
just a little bit.
he's got
Little bit.
whiteboards and he's trying to write these lyrics down, what he thinks they are, and then he sings it, and it's totally wrong, but the cadence sounds exactly like the
Right.
song. Yeah, I do that a lot with songs.
Yeah, you make your own words.
Yeah.
For sure.
At the campground, my kids are surrounded by all these girls that are the same age as them. So what these girls are into are very different from what my boys are into. And all summer long, they just pounded my boy with the song Barbie Girl.
Now you just did it to everybody who's in the chat.
And-
It's my Barbie girl in a Barbie world. It's fantastic.
So now my boy acted all summer
Chris, you
like
gotta
he hated
wait.
this song.
You
And this,
fucking knew that shit, right?
it was the stupidest song on the planet. And why would anybody listen to this?
This is it. This is the song that was in my head.
That sounds terrible.
It's so bad.
Yeah, that might have been the first one I'd be pissed about.
That sounds like a commercial for a piece of gum,
It's an advertisement song
like
for a metaverse.
like a peppermint gum.
It's an advertisement song for a metaverse.
No,
That's the
no,
song.
a cinnamon gum. Cinnamon. That's one of those words. Cinnamon.
Yeah, but now I catch my kid playing Barbie Girl on Alexa all the fucking time. He's probably going to be pissed I'm telling people about this, but
Hey,
it's just been stuck in his head for the whole summer, and now, like, he has to hear it.
you gotta
every once
own
in
it,
a while.
man. Like I like JoJo Siwa now. Like I'm a JoJo Siwa fan.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you're lucky
but
shit.
I like him or her.
They. I think she prefers they.
She's a they?
Yeah, I think.
It's a
No,
they.
she's a she. She's a she.
Okay.
But she it's kids bop songs, and she was popular like, I don't know, probably 5 to 10 years ago. But my kid just discovered her like a year or two ago, and yeah, it's my most popular paid song is Boomerang by JoJo Siwa on my Spotify, and I'm not a I'm not ashamed to say it.
Let me hear it.
I can't play that. They'll kick us off YouTube.
Not play the track. I want to hear you sing a little bit.
No, I'm not doing that.
No, just like hum it.
I'm not gonna.
Hummy.
Yeah.
Hum.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I don't know, man. I get obsessed with an artist, and then that's all I'll listen to for. It could be a week, could be a year, and then I find something else and I move on. Like right now, the only thing I play is an artist named Jelly Roll.
Is that bop rap you were talking and playing earlier?
No. Jelly Roll is
Play it. You've talked about it. You said it. You can play it if you've said it. You have 15 seconds.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to try to cue up a song right now.
You're just lazy.
Nick says it does sound like a gum commercial.
You're just lazy, Tony.
Jelly Roll's amazing, and I'll probably listen to him for the next 6 months, and I'll forget he exists and move on to like fucking Little Dicky or something.
Yeah. Back to Dick, of course.
Yeah, always back to Dick.
The Little Dicky.
But
I think we're losing Jay.
So what's
you're
the
not
deal,
losing
man?
me. I was okay.
Give me one good thing you're watching right now.
No, I'm not going to give you that. I'm going to give you
I'm
something.
watching the X-Files right now.
Oh my
I ain't even
god,
lying.
Chris.
Old school shit.
Chris.
The wife's got it on every night now.
Chris, no.
You've never seen the X-Files?
Not one time.
Come on, Scully.
The only thing that I've ever heard about the X-Files is a comedy show. Guy talking about. Actually, no, it was a song. He's like, we do it doggy style, so we both can watch the X-Files.
No.
What's the name of that song? Boom.
Bare Naked Ladies or something.
No, you're close. You might be right. Yeah, we're doing it doggy style, so we can both watch X-Files. Guys, internet, help me out.
But that's not what he says.
Yes, he is.
No,
listen to
it's
listen to the song today.
You listen to that song today. You're ridiculous.
I did.
You're a ridiculous human being.
Okay, you know what I do is I have Amazon playlist, and when I like a song that randomly plays, I hit the thumbs up sign. So that's one I did, and it always plays every single day.
Yeah, I mean the only the only great thing
Nick
about that.
Nick's great with fucking
Chris
when he
brother.
says, "Put your hands in my pants," and I bet you'll feel nuts.
Yeah, Chris's brother's got it. It's the Bloodhound Gang.
Yeah, something like that.
Bloodhound
got it.
Gang.
Nick's
What did
got
you
all
call
that
it?
shit.
What did you call it?
Bare Naked Ladies. That's
not far off.
That's a different band from that
Not
same
far
era.
off, though.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
But I'm watching this new show on Netflix right now called Kaleidoscope.
Okay.
Sounds terrible.
Okay.
So
Your brother didn't even Google that, Chris.
this
He
was
doesn't have to Google shit.
this show is like 10 episodes, right? And they're all named a different color.
Because of the kaleidoscope theme.
There's like red, blue, pink, orange. And when you start watching the show, every viewer who watches the show gets the episodes in a different order.
How do they do that?
I don't know. They give you a heading at the beginning that says everybody who watches this show will experience in a different way.
That's interesting.
And it's about a vault robbery, like a group of thieves that are robbing a vault. And, it's the highest security vault in the world. Whatever, like every movie like this. But they give you the different scenarios. The episode will be 1 month before the heist, and then the next episode will be 5 years before the heist. Then the next
That's
episode,
so weird, and everyone watches it differently.
yeah, and then the next episode will be 1 week.
How do they tie
after
all
the
those
heist.
episodes together to make it make sense, though?
It's very Pulp Fiction-esque. The way.
Okay, let
the
me
way
ask you
you're
this: what if you
watching this.
went in, started one like 2 minutes, and then left, and you come back? Is that start a new episode, or would you get your 2 or 5 minute
No,
start?
it'll run the same.
Once you
episode all
start
the
it,
way
you're
through.
locked in.
You're locked.
What
into
if you
that
watched it on a
episode.
different TV?
You would get a different episode.
Whoa, bro! So you could like choose your own adventure or have your adventure
I mean,
chosen two
you
different
could
ways?
you could skip this all and go into the episodes
And it won't
list.
repeat
Yeah,
until you get to the end. Does it tell you how many episodes there are? I'm intrigued. I got questions.
It does not tell you. I mean, it doesn't tell you up front how many episodes there are. But if you go on to episodes and more, you can look at them all.
And you can't select the color show.
You can select. You can select them, but if you watch it in the order that they give it to you, because
Is there an order? Chronological intended?
I mean,
So
but the funny thing
That's
is if you
blowing my
watched
mind.
it in chronological order, you almost wouldn't understand what was happening at the time.
how can you say you do when they just randomly spit one at you?
It's so bizarre, but it makes
have you written
everything,
down the color scheme
it
that
makes-
you got, and then
I
so I can
can.
test this theory?
but
Have
it
this
makes
been- has this been-
everything like everything ties together. Watching it out of order,
Has
it's
it been
so fucking.
Has
weird.
it been back tested that it's different for everyone?
No,
Like, have
I
you
just
asked
believed
your
what they told
cousin?
me.
Okay, that's just what it says on the fucking. Do you got your colors?
I could pull them up.
You might want to tell me so I could try to fucking see what one starts.
You guys lost me so far away.
You're not paying
When you
attention.
even started.
Well,
He's
you're not,
watching
yeah,
a
you're
show.
not paying attention.
You're clicking.
You're literally so worried about what somebody's commenting on the feed that you're not paying attention to anything, and that's fine. You do you.
So he's saying he's watching this new show where when you watch it on Netflix, it gives you the shows in a different order than it did the other person or will the next person. So you watch it in a different order.
Okay, I think I heard something.
And
about
each
that. You can
episode's
watch-
call a different color.
I
It's
heard.
an episode
Yeah, I
color.
did see something about that. You can watch the same show 457 different ways.
Really?
That's
So-
what I heard. I saw a little fucking thing. Little snippet.
So it's not actually telling me. It tells me the different color names, but it does not tell me
What order
like
you've
what
watched them?
order I've watched it in. It tells me the colors. They all start on black. Black's 1 minute, and it gives you like
Yes, this is
this is
fucking
what
Jane,
your
this is Steve.
experience is going to be.
Interesting.
And then
No,
I started with yellow, and that is when these two guys are in prison.
Yellow was your first one.
Yep. And then it went to green.
So you're giving.
I need to see if mine's different.
You're giving people something to watch.
Yeah. And then mine goes to violet. And then blue. And then orange. And then red. And I'm on pink right now. And all I have left is white. And my last episode that I have to watch is the day of the heist.
How did that happen? That's wild. That's the best way to watch it, I would say. You
So-
know all the details. Now you get to see the action. You got the prelude and the post game.
So
And now you get to see
last
the game.
night I watched after the heist. It was I watched 2 episodes last night. I watched 1 day after the heist and then 6 months after the heist. And now it's probably going to make everything that happens in the heist make more sense to me.
Well, yeah.
So it's really one
What
of
if
the
you
most
watch that one
interesting things.
first? That's the thing that'd be fucked up if you got the heist first.
No, it actually wouldn't have been.
Oh my god.
You have to experience this. This is a different
All right,
thing.
I'm gonna try it.
I don't think I want to experience this, Tony. Though
I'm gonna
It's
try
like-
it.
Well, you have trouble following around with normal stuff. You're like playing fantasy football or something over there.
I'm gonna try it.
Well, you can't
Hardly involved in what's going
You
on.
can't make money off Netflix. You can off fantasy.
All right, I'm gonna check it out, Tony. Kaleidoscope. That's interesting. I'm intrigued.
I'm
intrigued.
I'm so not intrigued. at
Jay's
all.
not doing it.
Not at all.
Do you guys remember me talking about the brain implant thing? You still hold, Tony? You do it for $3 million. You do it tomorrow.
I would do it for free.
I'm gonna check in on that
if I
throughout the
can
year.
get into a body that is 6'2", and
Maybe the brain thing can make your legs grow.
No,
your body growing.
I would be already in a bigger body.
No, that's not the same. That's taking
How's
your
it-
brain out and putting it in a new body. That's a totally different game than the microchip brain.
I'm confused about your microchip brain.
You don't remember from last week.
I do, but I feel like that I could just be like, you ever see the movie Selfless? With Deadpool character. What's his goddamn name? Anyway, Ryan Reynolds. Thank you.
Okay.
He did a guy, an older gentleman, very rich, went into his body and then took over his body.
That's sweet.
But
What's it called?
selfless. Selfless. But that's another story.
All right, everybody. What do you think? We got live on YouTube, live on Facebook. Look, we got some good comments. Hopefully, we'll get some throughout the week. Don't forget also to listen to our audio podcast, which is on all of your streaming services. Wherever you're listening to something, like on your ride to work or while you're taking a shower or whenever you listen to podcasts while you're working, use that site, search the number 3 Dimes. You'll find us. That's great. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know. We'll be back here on Tuesday in your ears. On Thursday, again on video.
Every Thursday, we are live. So if you don't want to wait for the podcast to come out on your favorite podcast platform, just go to your YouTube or Facebook on Thursday and just listen to the whole fucking show.
Yep.
And you can see our faces too.
Like, subscribe, share it. Tell your friends. Thanks for listening. Tony, you got anything?
I don't.
There it is. There it is.
Thank you guys for listening.
And now we get to see if Jay can turn all of this off. I don't think he can.
He's gonna Facebook Live his ride home.
It's just his pocket shaking around, rattling, listening to Bloodhound Gang.
I'm gonna tape this